What's up guys, Adrian Amaral with 911 Gadgets. In today's video, we're going to be doing a quick rundown of the tools you need if you want to start doing micro-soldering at your shops. Alright, so this video is going to be pretty fast. I'm not going to go too into detail for each piece or each tool or supply because I want you guys to get our training, okay? As you guys have heard already, we started doing micro-soldering training this year. We have Sean Tyson, who's our lead micro-soldering trainer, as well as other trainers who are going to join us and start teaching the micro-soldering for you guys. I do want to give a shout out to Levi in Hawaii Cell Phone Repair. You guys can also send your stuff to him. Now, Levi in Hawaii took the training already, and he is ready to take on some B2B work. Go to the description and find Hawaii Cell Phone Repair. I have the phone number posted down there, so you guys can call Levi and get your B2B prices. Now, if you're part of the 911 Gadget support team, you get special prices. The way to become part of the 911 Gadget support team is by getting the 5-day curriculum or one of the trainings that we offer, and you get access to our private Facebook group, and that's where you get the discounts and all that stuff. So let's jump into these things here and let's get rolling. We're not gonna go in a certain order or anything like that. I'm just gonna grab and go, okay? So the first thing I have here is this, these are power test cables, okay? These are used to plug in to your power supply, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. You plug them in, and then you are able to plug in to the motherboard directly. You don't have to use a battery, and you don't have, these are used for that, so that you can directly connect to the board and power it up so you can begin your diagnostic or your repairing on micro-soldering stuff. So this is good. This comes with Android and iPhone. You can buy a multiple of these. You can have, it's never bad to buy more than one. You never know when this might get shot or something. Levi will tell you, Levi's motto is, you go hard or you go home. So Levi, shout out to Levi, man. I love that guy. So here we go. So this is, these are called power test cables. They're used for diagnosing different motherboards without having to plug in a battery or anything like that. Let's go ahead and open these together real fast, just so you guys can kind of see what they look like. All right, so we've got this. Okay, so you would plug into your power supply like this, right? And then now you have all of these different tips and stuff. All right, now we have this fine tip tweezer, okay? Let's go ahead and open it. Real quick. That thing went flying. Here you go. So these are good so that you can, you know, get the components, you know, like super fine tip compared to some other fat ones. There's all kinds of tweezers as well, guys. Remember, this is for beginners. When you get into more like in-depth micro-soldering and more advanced micro-soldering, then you're going to need special tools like programmers and all kinds of stuff, okay? All right, so we're going to move on to this. This is solder paste, okay? You use this to reball, do some reballing, or this is basically solder but in a paste format, okay? So this is used, like I said, you can make, I think you can make new pads with this. You can reball certain chips, the sandwich boards, and yeah, there's different pastes out there. Some is lower melting point than others. This, I believe, is like 148 degrees, yeah, 148 degrees Celsius, okay? Move on to your infrared camera, or thermal camera, sorry. Again, there's many kinds. There's different kinds of cameras, different kinds of stationary cameras. This is a USB one. This is not that expensive, but it is a little bit expensive. If you're curious to see how much I'm getting all these things for, get one of the trainings. We're going to give you a list of everything with discounts as well, okay? So this is one of the more affordable ones. There it is. So you just plug it into your phone, something like this. and then you'll be able to see the thermal camera. So you might want to get a stand too. We'll probably put a tripod or something as part of your beginner toolkit. Alright, this is an old, I think it's called an Omnivice. Yeah, there you go. Omnivice by Hako. This thing is probably about 3 pounds, or I don't know how heavy it is. But you can see I engraved it there with 911 Gadgets. A lot of people like this, and a lot of people don't. Like, I don't really use it much. When I was micro-soldering, I would use it once in a while, but there's these other PCB holders which we're going to show you guys in a bit. This is pretty cool, man, because you can, you can do this, right? There you go. Hold it this way, or hold it this way. Remember, you have a microscope up here, and you need to have enough space, so we're going to get into that in a bit. This is an Omnivice. It's good for a lot of things, okay? This is the holder, okay, for your heat gun, for your, what is it? Hot air rework station. All right, so it's just a holder. Go ahead and open it real quick. And since we're already on this one, we're gonna go ahead and bring it out. It's right here. Okay. This goes here. Let's go ahead and bring it out, okay? There it is. So these are some of the stuff we're going to be using in our California training. So that's why I'm opening it, because we're going to use it anyways. So here you go, right? You have your hot air rework station. Then you have this little holder, okay? That's about it. It does come with some nozzles, okay? Comes with some different nozzles, but if you notice, they're all vertical. All right, they're all straight. See that? Now, since we're talking about this, I'm going to show you guys the non-vertical ones, which are really good to have. Got it? These right here, you can put on your heat gun here, and it gives you more space to work on it. All right. So you have a microscope here. It's going to be in the way, so you want to. These are optional. You don't really need them, but they do help a lot. We have this glue remover. Okay. This is used to get the glue out of your. There's some chips, some IC chips, like the CPU, the PMIC. You want to get the glue. They're underfilled with some glue. That's how Apple started doing it. So you clean around the chip, you take the glue off with these blades or whatever they're called. But this is that. We have another similar one. This is more for like flat surfaces. Once you've removed the chip, you can clean that and scrape and any flat surface. These are both to remove glue, okay? This is the edge glue remover. So you would use this to remove the glue around the chips. These are all the same. There's 3 of the same one. Pretty cool looking tool. Pretty sturdy. Okay. That's that one. Let's check out the other one. Let's see this one. Pretty fancy looking tools. See, this is more to remove from flat surfaces. You would use this to scrape. Okay. There you go. This is what these look like. And the most used tool, I guess, your multimeter, okay? This is about $100 one. You can get one for 30-40 bucks. Just make sure it has the beep mode, okay? That's what we call it. It's this right here. So when you touch it, it goes beep, beep, That's how you can check to see if there's shorts, if there's a short to ground. It's test for continuity. You'll learn all about that in our training. So multimeter is a must. Okay. Next we have this right here. Similar to your multimeter. It's the most used This and the hot air also, they're the most used tools. Here it is. This is your soldering iron, okay? This is the holder. It goes right there. This is the station. This is what produces the heat for your soldering iron, okay? Now, again, guys, these are entry level. I mean, they're good. They work. We wouldn't be pointing you to anything that doesn't work. What you don't want to do is buy stuff from, like, I don't know, like eBay or Amazon. Or Amazon might be okay as long as it's a good known brand, but you just got to be careful because you might buy a lemon, okay? You might buy something that just doesn't work. Buy it from a reputable source, and we have all of that. So if you're interested, take us up on our training. So here it is, okay? You plug it in here. And this gold thing, this is something else you want to buy, okay? A lot of these solder stations don't have it. So what you do is, you know, whenever you're done, like as soon as you're done soldering something, you come and clean it, okay? You scrape it on here, and it cleans real good. Got it? Okay, so that is your soldering iron in the station. Got it? Boom. And this is your holder and your cleaner. Moving on. Woo! It's looking empty over here, guys. Here is your direct current power supply. Got it? Here it is. This is where you're going to connect your, those probes. You can connect your your test cables, okay? And this is how you do it. You got your amps, your voltage, you can control it. You got, I mean, okay, there's different kinds. This is the one that we're pointing to right now. You don't have to get these. You also don't have to get the entry level ones. We can get you the list for the more advanced ones. They're more expensive. All in all, this whole setup here can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, okay? Moving on. Here's that PCB holder I was telling you guys about. See that? This is used instead of the device. So here we go. Here you go. And this is real nice, real good quality. Okay, you put your board in there, you can close it up. It's too thin right here, but you get what I mean. There it is. Boom. You start soldering. Right? So, that's your PCB holder. Very nice. Here we have another. It is a PCB holder, but it has more of a function to it, okay? Now, you can buy everything for every single model, or you can buy the ones for the most common models, okay? These are what you call a reball station or a reballing platform, right? See, these are held down by magnets. So one's for the iPhone XS, iPhone X, XS, XS Max, 11, 11 Pro, and 11 Pro Max. This is a 6-in-1. These are the stencils that you're going to use to reball certain sandwich boards, okay? Here we go. See, this one's for the iPhone. This is for the iPhone X, I believe. Yep, iPhone X, XS Max, XS Max for the other side of the board. iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro Max, okay? This is what you do to reball your sandwich boards, okay? And this holds it in place for you. You put the board here in place, you get your rework station, your flux, all that stuff. This is necessary supplies and tools so you can start doing some micro-soldering work, okay? All right, we've got this cool looking UV curing lamp. This you're gonna use. Ooh, look at that. Will it damage the camera? No. You're gonna use this to cure some of this, where is it? Here, the UV mask, okay? Which is used to insulate some traces that you don't want to be touched, or if you went in there and made a jumper, you use this, okay? You apply it to cover whatever work you did, and then you go and you you cure it with this. A couple of minutes to 5 minutes is good. I think 2 minutes is good. But there you go. This is a UV curing lamp. It's a UV light. And this is your UV mask, okay? Light curing solder mask. You're gonna use this. We have some lead-free, halogen-free flux, okay? This is flux. This is what it looks like. You get a syringe or whatever, or you could be old school like me and just poke it in. And you go and you put it into your chips or into your motherboards, okay? This is your flux. Crucial, you need this stuff, okay? Let me open that UV mask for you guys too, so you guys can see it. And again, there's all kinds, all right? There's all kinds of different brands, different types, all kinds of stuff. This is what we got. Talking about syringes and stuff, here we have another type of low melt. Actually, this one's a little lower. This is like 138 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is also solder paste. Got it? So you try things, and these are not that expensive, so you can get both. See what works for you. You might see that this one works better for some components and the other one works better for others. So just mix it up and check it out, okay? This is a low temp solder. I believe it's 138. Yeah, it is 138 Celsius. You see that? So here you have that. We have some jump wire, okay? This one is insulated. So that means that this one has a clear coating around every, the whole wire. It has a clear coating. You can use this for anything if you want, but if you want to use it, let's say to recreate a pad or something, you're gonna have to scrape off that insulation, okay? So that's why we have this other one here that is non-insulated, okay? So this is conductive. This one doesn't have that layer of the clear layer to insulate it. So you can use these, get both, so you don't have to be scraping this one. These are used to create jumpers, stuff like that, or recreate pads. They're very thin, and there's also different thicknesses. We use this. If you ever need a thicker wire, you're gonna need to buy it. So again, this is the beginners. This is the micro-soldering tools for beginners, okay? Same with the desoldering wick. Check it out. Okay, so we have this one. This is a 1.5 millimeter. This one's good, okay? It's a little small, but it's all good. This is, you're gonna use this to clean up your pads and stuff like that, right? 1 millimeter, and this is a 1.5 millimeter. You can tell the difference, see? Perfect. All right, we're getting to the last of it, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please like, subscribe, and do me a favor. Go down to the description and fill out our micro-soldering form, because this is how we're going to know what city we need to come to, because we're going to be doing private trainings, but we're also going to be doing these conventions or these little seminars or whatnot. So we need to see. So please do us a favor. Go down to the description, fill out the micro-soldering form. Make sure you put your city, your address. It's not that necessary, but if you just put your address, is fine, okay? But definitely put your city in that form. Okay, here is a preheater. So this is used to separate and reconnect the certain types of sandwich boards, okay? All right, guys, so this here is a preheater, and it's used to desolder the sandwich boards, and you can also solder them back. So this one's for an iPhone. This is for the iPhone X, XS, and XS Max. Again, you can order a bunch of different ones, the newer ones, iPhone 12s, 13s, and all that stuff. But for the beginners, this is what you need at least, okay? Because you will see these. And yeah, I don't like none of this. I always get rid of that. Okay, there you go. So this is it. You put your motherboard here, your sandwich board. You clip it on, turn on your heater, and then you remove it, okay? This is what that's for. Let's move on to the next one. We have another heater here. This is for the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. Same thing. There's different brands, different qualities. All right. We don't want to break your wallet with this stuff. Here it is. Notice this is a little bit bigger. Okay, so here you go, 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max. Same thing, you plug it in. You plug it in, turn it on, start heating those sandwich boards, okay? All right, so we've got some things here. We got different tips for your soldering iron, okay? We've got one that's a little more chiseled, a very pointy one. We have one that is not as pointy, okay? We have one that is way like more flat, okay? And they're all going to be used for different purposes, okay? You'll start getting to know these tips. We've also got one that's kind of bent, kind of like my finger, like this. Okay, I can bend it, look. So that's what it looks like. So there's different tips, guys. These are all recommended for your beginner toolkit, okay? Here are some leads. These are ultra thin leads, okay? You connect these to your multimeter, okay? And look how thin these are. I like these because there's some that are super thin, like all the way across, all the way from back here. They're very thin. So what happens is they bend, you know? But these, they're thick from here and then they become thin here, okay? And this allows you to go and touch small components, like tight to get into, you know? These are your ultra thin probes. Got it? Here are some extra little test cables that I got. They're also going to be in the toolkit list, just in case you need extra stuff, okay? See, these, they're a little bit cheaper. They come, you just have to solder them. Okay, so when you get them, you solder them red and yellow, blue, blue, green, yellow, and then red. So you just solder them. It's a good practicing for you guys if you want. But what you do is you plug this in either to a power supply or to a charger, like a little charging block. And now you can plug this into, like, for example, your iPhone XR. You plug this in, and now it's charging, okay? It acts like a charger, and it acts like the charging port and the battery together. Got it? So these are cool things to have. Here we have some stencils. We have different kinds. These are to reball some of the chips, okay? So like here we have one for the iPhone XS and the XS Max and the XR. Here's the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max, okay? This is the iPhone X, the 8, and the 8 Plus. Yeah. So, and this is for the iPad Mini 4 and the iPad 6. Again, you can buy all 20 different kinds, you know, because there's all these models, right? Here's another set of test cables that we got, just in case, you know. Just get a couple, get double. So now we have 3 types. Some might be for different Androids, some might be for different iPhones. So you can never go wrong with getting a couple or extra of certain things, okay? Here you go, same thing. You plug it into your power supply, right? And then here are your tips. These are already soldered, but these are for Android, okay? So the same thing you're gonna do with the other ones. You're gonna solder them. It did come with some shrink, what do they call it? Shrink tubes or whatever. So yeah, you're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna look like that. Beautiful, we're almost done. Woo! This is your everyday use solder. Okay. This is a 37 by 63. Okay, that's how they made this up. I think it's like 63% alloy and 37% something else. I don't know the whole exact things of it, but here it is. All right. This is your solder, okay? Your solder roll. Notice they have an expiration date. Expires February 2024. All right, we got that. And last but not least, your microscope. This is a cheap one. This is not a very expensive one. See it? All right. This one has a light. Oh, it's not connected. This one has a light, so it can help you see. All right, you put your motherboard under there. Obviously, you're gonna want a heat pad as well. We do have the heat pad also. It's included in that toolkit. Turn on your light, put your motherboard like that, right under the scope. This is a cheapy one. Now, this is like 180 bucks. You can find one for $700, okay? And it'll have they're called trinoculars. So if you want to start doing YouTube and stuff like that, or just streaming, or if you want to see stuff on a big screen, you put a camera up here. Those cameras could be expensive also. Okay, you get cheap, you're gonna see cheap. You get expensive, you're gonna see expensive. So this is okay. I can do work with this. I've had this one here, but whatever. You can use this for micro-soldering, okay? And yeah, it doesn't break your pocket. Now, if you want the more expensive ones, we can definitely point you to the more expensive ones. Well, guys, it looks like that does it. We have no more tools here. Micro-soldering tools for beginners. Now, these are tools and supplies. Okay, I forgot to put and supplies. Micro-soldering tools and supplies for beginners. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. Contact us at microsoldering@911gadgets.com. or send us a text message, 951-399-7911. If you want to join our 911 Gadgets support team, get the 5-day curriculum. It's only 39 bucks. That gives you access to all of our sources, all of our Facebook groups. You become part of the team. We have other trainings. We have the computer repair curriculum for 39 bucks. We have the laser training. I think that one's that was a little bit more expensive, but the cheaper ones will get you access to our private group where you can get access to us, our team, our sources, our Facebook groups, and you won't regret it. We also have the digital marketing curriculum. And these are just ebooks that I've written so that you guys can get access to things that took me a long time and a lot of hours to learn, So as you can see, I make websites. Guys, that is a very good business to get into as well. We're not going to talk about that here. I'm just trying to get you guys, if you guys buy any of the trainings, you will get access to our support teams. Okay, so go to 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. Also, make sure you fill out the form right here in the description for micro-soldering. We want to know what city to come to next. Okay, so do us a favor, fill it out. If you're wondering what kind of micro-soldering training we do, we have 4 levels. Okay, we have the beginners, we have the intermediate, and we have the advanced. Then we have the advanced plus. Look on the website, look on that form. It describes what each training entails. The beginners, we teach how to use the tools, what each tool is for, where to get the stuff. We do some hands-on micro-soldering. Guys, if you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment. Just if you have any questions, let us know, and stay tuned for a lot of more micro-soldering videos, either with me or with Sean, Superman himself. Again, I want to send a shout out to Levi in Hawaii Cell Phone Repair. If you're a shop and you're not ready to jump into micro-soldering, you can send stuff out to Levi. I'll put his information down here in the description. His prices are really good. We also take in repairs ourselves, so send them into Sean over in Alabama. So we'll leave the address in the description as well. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here with us. We have 16,000 subscribers now, and well, almost, but we're there. It means a lot to me and to the 911 Gadgets family. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.